Miles, the decision to take Jalen out obviously has come under great scrutiny locally and nationally. The conversations amongst your teammates. I mean, how do the guys feel?
Man, if I'm being honest, nobody likes the decision. Nobody, and that's all I can say, really. But I don't know who was the main person behind that decision. But all I know is a lot of people on the team was confused.
How about the first two sounds from Miles Sanders?
Yeah. He's being careful.
It was like, I really don't want to go there, but screw it. Hey, look, credit to WIP for getting him on the air. You know, one of the things that the Eagles really benefited from, Chris, the COVID protocols that kept reporters out of the locker room, because I guarantee you, if the reporters would have been swarming over that locker room like they would in a normal year, the quotes would have been epic and endless from the players saying, why the hell do we do this? In fact, I will go as far to say that the Eagles may not have done it if they had known that reporters were going to be in the locker room immediately after the game.
It's an interesting thought. I mean, because it's one of those where even if players don't answer questions, you're going to see the raw emotions on their face, the rolling of eyes, the shrugging of shoulders, the disappointment, in their eyes, all those type of things, to where you can't hide it. I don't know whether they would or wouldn't have done it, but you're right. It gives them a little bit of a free pass, the fact that nobody's going to get in the locker room for those reactions to see that. And more importantly, what happens really in those locker rooms and moments like that, at some point, a veteran player who's been around a little bit and maybe has a little bit of a personal relationship with one of the local beat writers, he kind of tells them off to the side, hey, we're pissed off. The team is pissed. Can you believe they pulled that crap and all that? And then that's where the beat writer gets the inside track to go, the team, the players are mad and pissed off. And, of course, that didn't happen because of our current circumstances.
And that's one of the things that we have missed for the entirety of the season, the opportunity for reporters who have that access at a time when people are more likely to be upset. They're less likely to have a restrictor plate on the things they may say in that moment. It's all very raw. It's all very fresh. And that's why the stories from past years of hearing yelling and screaming in the locker room, and maybe there's a scuffle that happened that we don't know about. And all those things get sanitized through the video conferences with a limited number of players after games. So it would have been a very different reality in that locker room on Sunday night if reporters had been in there picking up some of the reaction. Like Miles Sanders, even though he didn't play, he's still around the team. And the players who did play, they're going to be upset about what happened clearly and obviously. And, Chris, this isn't going away.
No way.
For the Eagles. They're not going to shake this. And the problem now is, what do you do if you're Doug Peterson? Do you start talking individually to the players and admit to them what you did? The word's eventually going to get out that you're admitting to what you did, and they can't admit to what they did, because I believe the minute that they do that, that is when the NFL will descend on them like they did on the Patriots every time they've been accused of cheating, like they did on the Saints with Bountygate. The NFL, as long as the Eagles don't come out and say it, will look the other way. If they come out and say it, or if there's evidence emerging that they're admitting to it, that's when the Eagles have a problem.
I guess so. I want to be like, why? What can the NFL do? I don't understand that.
Integrity of the game. Integrity of the game. You have committed an infraction against the integrity of the game. You have shaken public confidence and trust in the integrity of the game. And you throw the betting angle in. I'm surprised that hasn't been a bigger deal.
I saw you right.
Congress has far bigger issues to deal with right now. But the betting angle, when you have people who are making wagers based upon the assumption that the team is going to try to win. Remember the point you made yesterday, Jim Schwartz, this is a no-hat T-shirt game.
Right.
You thought, we all thought the Eagles were playing to win that game. It's the last game of the regular season. They're going to go for it. It's a chance to give Jalen Hurts a game under the lights in a high-pressure setting, and let's see if you can beat Washington and knock them out of the playoffs, and we go into the offseason on a high note, and that's why I picked them, and you picked them, and we were wrong.
Yeah.
If we had known what they were going to do, we wouldn't have picked them.
Well, and to your point, somebody knew. I read your article yesterday on Pro Football Talk. Somebody knew. The Eagles were favored by 1 point when the line opened up last week. The week went on, and all of a sudden, what was Washington favored by the start of the game? 6?
6.5 at the closing line.
So somebody knew. Somebody in Philadelphia told somebody, and somebody made a lot of money last week because of it.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.